We went into the streets of Cape Town and engaged with a lot of youths. And the idea was to find out what is it exactly they think, what is their opinion in regards to what Captain Traore is doing and the wonderful work that he's doing. For every African who has got Africa at heart, Captain Traore is a hero by default because the gentleman is driven by love. Everything that he does, his modest life. And if we are to count some of the things that he have done, one of the biggest issues in Africa is political and financial ill discipline, which has actually destroyed many nations. He did cut the political earnings or the politicians' earning by 30% and increase the earnings of civil servants, who are the people who matters the most, they are the people who deliver service to the people, to the citizens. He increased their earning by 50%. He did build affordable houses. He has bought so many farming equipment as he understands the fact that for a nation to be productive, a nation need to be well fed. He's planning on rehabilitating 5,000 kilometers of roads every year. A lot is happening. In actual fact, he has achieved in 3 years what many of African leaders have failed to achieve in decades. So we went into the streets to engage with the youth and find out how best can we support the gentleman as the youth of Africa. And these kind of engagement are also a form of support as they send a message, a strong message to the enemies who are trying by all means to unalive him, to put all sorts of attempts to derail his mission to economically emancipate the Africans. He's not just doing it for Burkina Faso, he's also fighting for Africa, as he's on record actually asking African Union what is it that it has done to the likes of the Republic of Congo, where there has been a waging war that has been going on for years. So he's a Pan-Africanist who is actually fighting it practically, not just saying. So this is a weapon in this form. The messages that they are going to be sharing, their opinions, as it shows the enemies that Traore is not just Traore. Traore is the rest of Africa. Everybody is behind the man. So if they touch him, they are touching Africa. So watch the engagement. So guys, as we have said, we actually we wanted to find out the youth of Africa. What is their opinion in regards to what Captain Traore is doing to Burkina Faso, and do they see value in it, and do they support him, or do they think he's wrong? So I'm sitting here with Atabi. So tell me, Atabi, what do you know about Captain Traore?
Oh well, I feel like that guy is a Superman in human form, like in human form, because he's just a Superman, because firstly he's taking the power back from the people. I wanna mention he's taking the power back, and he is backing Africans and also black people. So I feel like that guy is.
So do you think if today they were to say probably Africa is to become one country and Traore is vying for president?
No, I don't mind. I'll 10 times vote for the guy because wow, like I've never seen such a president. We had a president like that.
Sankara.
And also there's this one that they murdered. I forgot. Yeah.
Muammar Gaddafi.
Gaddafi. Yeah. He's more like Gaddafi, but they chose to eliminate the guy. But we have another guy.
We have another. So now my question is, that's why I'm quite interested in finding out you support him because there is a threat that he might be taken out. So we wanted to find out. You said there was a demonstration that was done in many African countries. So I wanted to find out from you, what is it exactly that you like about Mr. What is it done?
Well, firstly, he's taking the resources back from its rightful owners, and I feel like by doing so, the people of that particular country are gaining more from their resources. For example, here in South Africa, we're not in that thing because I feel like
many African countries, we don't
Yeah, not benefiting from. It's our resources. We should benefit. But that guy, I feel like he's taking the power back and he's changing the world. And
Yeah, no. I totally agree with you. If we look at some of the things that he has achieved, I'm just going to quickly read some of them. The guy in 2 years, he has grown his GDP, from 18 billion to 22 billion. He has actually cut the ministers' salaries by 50%, by 30%, and increased civil servants' salary by 50%.
Now, that's the big point there. Because why are the ministers getting paid more while they're getting
So that's his score improvement.
like,
is that too much to ask?
Because there's nothing they're doing. They're just chopping the money. Yeah.
So, I mean, do you wish like there would be more of him in Africa?
More people better South Africa, better Africa because if they eliminate him, then going back to square one.
What do you think we can do as citizens, African citizens, to make sure that they don't eliminate him?
Yeah, we must support him. We must be like behind president. Full support. Because why would they do?
Because, I mean, he's bringing them for benefiting.
Okay, firstly, I think they see the potential. They see that that there's something. I think there's light in that man because you cannot want to eliminate a person and you see nothing. So I feel like there's something that is right, and they see that there's something that is right. So they want to out of the picture.
And then, let's say today, I mean, do you support the idea of United Africa?
Yeah, if he's gonna be the president, then why not?
What condition?
One condition.
Tell me, today, if Captain Traore is watching, what are your words of encouragement to him?
Well, I would say be strong. You are not gonna die yet. God is with you, and you have our full support as the youth of South Africa and all the Africans, because I'm sure every African is behind you. So just stay strong and also fight a good fight because you're heading in the right direction. Yeah.
We're doing a survey about Captain Traore. I think you've heard. What do you know about him?
I know to me Traore, he resembles that guy, Thomas Sankara.
Thomas Sankara, yes, exactly. They are from the same country.
I like his Pan-African
mentality.
Mentality. I like him, but there's always a negative part of it because he also came through via a coup. And normally a coup begots what? Another coup. So there's a possibility that also
he might be cooped out.
He might be cooped out, yeah. Because that's what coup is.
But now, looking from an angle of the...
But there's more positives than negatives.
Looking from an angle of his ability to deliver.
It's massive.
Exactly. So, in your own opinion, I want you to be honest. We have had elections in Africa, and majority of them, they are not descriptive. I mean, they are not perfectly done. Some of them, there is a lot of coup. Exactly. So now, if you compare the two, the Western democracy and this kind of coup, what would be your opinion?
I think in Africa we don't need the Western democracy. we need this. You know, Africans need
iron fist.
Yeah. Also, they need the end product. They don't care what democracy looks like. You know, if you can feed them, if you can build them, if you can have infrastructure, if you can send them to school, provide good education, provide health care. That's almost Africans.
And it doesn't work that
They don't care. Yeah, they don't care how democracy think the Western democracy in your country looks like, as long as you can manage to maneuver like that. So we need something like the Putin stuff, you know.
Which is exactly what Traore is doing.
That's what the Africans say.
And now, as an African youth, how do you think we can support the guy? Because like I think you've heard in the news now, America is working on a plan to, I mean, currently there is a campaign that is misusing resources for personal protection, and some are saying there could be an invasion like what happened to Gaddafi. How do you think we as African youth can support to protect the guy?
I think at the moment we find our own person that we reflect on as Africans.
Yes.
I think we need to do more. But I think, as you know, that African Union is funded by EU, so they can't protect anyone. So it's up to us now, the Africans youth, to protect them. I don't know how we can protect him, but our voices.
Yes, exactly.
Because like if I'm here, because personally,
like now what we are doing, this is some form of support.
Yeah, this is a form of support that we must give to him. And he must know that he's not alone.
That's what I wanted to say. What's your message to him if he's watching?
He's not alone in the struggle. The struggle is that he must free the whole Africans. Actually, we wish that Traore becomes an African president. To free the nation.
Exactly.
Because we have very dangerous democrats in Africa where majority of them are just thieves. They steal our resources. Even most of these Europeans, they're not actually protecting our
yeah, that's true. It's a fact.
They're stealing.
It's a fact.
Imagine if you have to fund someone in France, but whilst your people have nothing. All the wealth you hear that our gold reserves are stored somewhere.
But we don't have gold.
We don't.
I mean, our currency is valueless.
Yeah,
so and recently there was an article that was done which says France was getting uranium from Niger at 80 cents.
Like the Chinese that are doing in Zimbabwe.
Exactly. Now they would sell in Europe that same uranium which they got at 80 cents for 200 euros.
Just imagine, but look at the degradation that they've left there.
And they're not even building the infrastructure.
No, they don't. They actually don't care about us. They only care about our results. I think the Traore guy, I think he can. So far, he has done so well. He have nationalized most of the stuff.
Yes.
He's moving well. But the only thing that is that, we know that Africans are always they always try to bring him down. There's always those snakes within our African leadership
you rightfully say
that are going to bring him down. But he must know that as the youth, we are fully behind him. We support him. We care about what he's doing, and we hope this kind of leadership can flow in all of those African. I think we have 54 of them.
54 countries.
All of them we must stand.
And it's unfortunate that recently his neighbors, Cote d'Ivoire, is actually allowing the American guy who is actually peddling lies to have meetings there. So what's your opinion to that kind of behavior? Because I think one of the biggest force that has actually killed us as Africans in progress-wise is snitching.
Yeah, there's always sellouts, in every struggle, there's always sellouts. But personally, I think I heard that I follow that guy, the American
Langley.
Captain. So I did follow. I heard his views.
And what's your take on those views?
They are very dangerous. Actually, we must make sure that guy he must have no peace where he is. Because Traore is us. If they target him, they are targeting all of us as Africans, youth and young people. So we must make sure that he must sleep with one eye wherever he goes. There must be no peace also for him. It's the reality.
Yeah, no, that's the reality. Because remember, Traore signature statement says, "Homeland or death."
Yeah. It should be like that.
Yeah, homeland or death.
It's the same as themselves in America.
Exactly.
They care about themselves. They never care about us.
And now they're making America
the Chinese,
great again.
They care about themselves. They're looting. They're digging our mountains. They're actually leveling everything. They're digging our graves.
And we are poor.
Wiping all our resources and taking them back to China. So we must make sure that those people, they must also know that
we have leaders.
We have leaders like Traore, and the Traore is us. And if any attack to him, it's an attack to the whole nation as a whole. So we must make sure that we must defend him at all costs. If it needs be that all of us, we must saturate through that struggle, we have to go through.
So in any case, if it is said today that Burkina Faso has been invaded, do you think you will be able, as a youth, to say, I'm volunteering to be a soldier?
Yeah, of course. Because for me, if someone brings violence, my mentality is the view of myself is that violence must be faced with the violence, peace must be faced with peace. So if they decide that they are going to take over him, because that guy is reflecting how things should be done and how
Exactly. It's a template.
It's a template.
It's a leadership template.
It's a template also for our democrats.
Yes.
How democrats should be.
Yeah.
We just want people to deliver. Deliver basic stuff.
That's
Africans
all we
are
need.
happy.
Is that too much to ask?
Don't steal our resources. We need them. We need our rivers. We need our wealth. Everything. We just deliver the basics. And
Listen to his achievement. In 2 years, he has managed to grow the country's GDP from 18 billion to 22 billion. He has cut off minister salaries by 30% and increased the civil servant salary by 50%. He's planning on building, on refurbishing 3,000 kilometers of road every year.
that's much.
He has bought a lot of equipment for agriculture.
In a very short.
He came in 2022. Now it's 2025, which is a space of 3 years.
He has achieved what? He has achieved more than what even Mugabe did in 30 years of leadership. You know.
Imagine.
In 2 years.
Yes.
That's what we need.
That's what we need. And
that's why it's the
not
prime
rocket
target
science.
now.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
why it's the prime target.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to see a developed Africa. They want to
No.
see
Remember that
must remain
without
beggars.
our resources,
They are nothing.
they're nothing.
They don't have snow.
Yeah.
What to do with the snow.
So I really appreciate. Thanks for your name is
My name is Suleiman.
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 All right. Which country are you from?
I'm from Mali.
From Mali. As you know, like we rightly said, that there is a current wave of economic transformation which is happening, which is led by Ibrahim Traore, and I think in your country also,
It's,
in Mali.
Goita, yes.
Yeah, what's his name?
Assimi Goita.
SM Goita. So what is your opinion? What do you think? Do you think these guys are doing the right thing?
For me, they are doing the right things because before, 10 years back, our country was very down.
Or Mali?
Yeah, and also the problem of terrorists, many things wrong in our country because of those white men. So now, when those military become president, so the things are coming right now. So everything's right. The military armies is powerful now. They buy many things to fight against of those people, terrorists. Now the country is safe now. In the same things like Burkina Faso.
In Captain Traore.
Yeah, the President Traore is doing right things. So before he come, Burkina Faso was the same things.
With Mali.
Many things wrong, terrorists, many problems. But when he come, everything is right now. And also he buy many things for military, and
For
also
the culture,
yeah, the
people for the
culture,
culture,
yeah, many things. And also he's giving power to the population people. So to
Are you
show
aware
them.
of some of the things that he has done so far? Traore.
Yeah, he do many things. He did many things, and also he's giving a job to the youngest people. Yeah, and he proposed many things, and I know also he's gonna, when he stays so long there, he's gonna make it everything. Right?
Why are you so sure that he's going to do this?
Because he come with that mind, and anything he's saying up to the people, he's doing one by one. Yeah, everything he says, he's doing that.
So what do you think us as the African youth should do to support Ibrahim Traore? Because right now, like you know, America is framing him for misusing gold, Burkina Faso gold for his personal protection. What do you think we as African youth should do to ensure that the thing that happened to Muammar Gaddafi won't happen to Captain?
For me, all of us must support Ibrahim Traore because it's not about Ibrahim Traore himself. It's for Africa, all of us. Because those white men they don't like us and they will never like us. They only want our golds, our diamonds, our wealth only, not us. So African must give hands, all of us must be together to support Ibrahim Traore. Because this can happen to any country, African
No,
country.
it's actually happening to a lot of African countries.
that's
So,
why.
if he's watching Captain Traore, what are your words of encouragement?
Me, actually, I'm supporting Ibrahim Traore, and
If
I
he's
like
watching,
him.
what would you want to say to him if he's watching?
For me, he mustn't give up. He mustn't give up. This path, he must follow his way and leave those people. Yeah, all of us are behind him to support him. So I wish it's going to follow this same road to achieve what we want to do.
All right, thank you so much.
We are African.
Just.
We are African. What you're doing compared to what the West want to do for Traore. I'm totally African who's supporting Traore for what you're doing because he's Africa. The West can have the power in us. That's all long ago. That area long gone. So now we are 2026. We have to leave Africa do their own business.
So what do you think we should do as African youth to support his effort?
We have to support our brother. We need Africa to grow and to be, look us, we are going to overseas to go for a job, to travel outside. But we need to be here so we can live in peace. That's
so you say the man is doing the right thing?
The man is doing the right thing.
And you support him?
Yeah, I'm supporting 100%.
So if he's watching, what would you want to say to him?
Ibrahim, you are a good man and you are a really leader. We all African behind you. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Your name is?
My name is King.
Oh, King. Where are you from?
I'm from Cape Town. Yes.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to ask you, you know what's happening with Ibrahim Traore. What's your opinion about it?
My opinion, every time, like before we have a Lumumba, and then after Lumumba, these criminals, all the Holy Ghost, you see, this guy, what they did, they just make their own system. Because if you want to do your own things, you must get some island and they go put your own empire there. Don't come try. We are human beings. We're not animals. You know what I mean? Yes. Now what they do now, they give us like 5 years. When they give a leader 5 years, the president 5 years, they know in that 5 years they're gonna steal more. But the 5 years they're gonna take him out and they're gonna put another one. Now when they say another, like a Gaddafi, when he take the country, they know it's body. But when he get the country, what he did, he tried to clean all of them. When he cleaned all of them, he started to rebuild this country. Those guys are not a prison. Until the last they kill him.
So, what do you think we should do as Africans to make sure that we protect?
Thank you, my brother. You see, in our days now, we need the youth to wake up. Because these old people, they are captured with this criminal called white people. No, all of them, they have their own system called they are chosen, but they are not chosen. They're chosen as big. Because a human being, you cannot say you choose them with the God. If you choose them with God, Jesus said, love your neighbor like you love yourself. But they never love us. My brother, on a Saturday, Sunday, we're busy singing in the church. We're crying a lot, but Jesus never see us. Just to see the white men. Now it's a time for us now to come back to rewind our memory of what our forefather. Before this guy come in Africa, we didn't have a lock in our door. We didn't have a police. We didn't have a jail. We didn't have nothing. We were alone.
We're living in peace.
We live in peace. You leave your family.
We never had borders.
Now what they did now, they come here, they bring us the same as everyone wife, children, must not marry. Why? Because they see we have nice resources. Because remember, in their country, this guy, they don't have nothing. Underground there is snow. On top there is cloud. But in Africa, on top we have a sky, we have a rain, we have a sun, we have everything. When we go underground, we have a mineral. Now how they go to take our minerals? They must come with their government. Their puppet government. No, because you see, Ibrahim Traore can see in his vision because all of us cannot be stupid. Because sometimes you see, Ibrahim Traore can see the vision. Now when you see the vision now, we need to support him. But now we have some of our presidents, because we can't call them leader. Because the leader is Ibrahim Traore, the leader was Gaddafi, Amara Machel, Winnie Mandela, Sankara, Winnie Mandela. You see, now when you come back to say no, we people, we need to unite. But behind the scene, we be working with those criminals. You see, Ibrahim Traore, they tell them sure. No, me, I'm against you. I don't be. And then the better things, when we start to work, must take them out like Gaddafi did. And then, like here, we say, oh, we got to take it. We need our country, we need our land. What they can't give, they can't give land. What we need here, they take land for free. But you can't get the land for free. The land must fall. But the people in the parliament can't give their land. So they need to fight themselves. But now they don't fight them. They say, oh, parliament. No, that they cannot tell. Ibrahim Traore is right. What we need to Ibrahim Traore, we need to, we youth, young, to support him and come together. And all over the world, don't skate. They can shoot 10, they're going to shoot 10, and then they're going to go forward. They're going to shoot 100, 200, they're going to go forward until they're going to surrender themselves.
Do you think if Africa is to become one country, do you think it's possible?
My brother, it's possible if we, if we youth, we say yes, it's gonna be yes. But if, because these old people, they are captured. Like look at the president for Cameroon. Look at the president for Sungasu. Look, okay, leave it. Let's go to Congo. It's nowhere in Congo. It's nowhere in Congo. In Congo is a problem for that president Tshisekedi. Tshisekedi is a big problem. It's a, you know, it's a big, it's a puppet, it's a balloon, it's a flyers. You know, what we need there for that man, the youth or the army, they must take over. For that man, if you want to break the world, you know, this democracy for the white man is a big democracy, is a fake one. Imagine democracy must be free, but when we go on the road say free freedom, they start beating, killing, like in Kenya. You see what they did in Kenya. You see, we need to wake up, the youth all over the world, Africa, to unite ourselves.
And then, just the last word, if Ibrahim is watching, what words of encouragement do you have for Captain?
Captain Ibrahim, I support you 100%. But Ibrahim, what you ought to do, the way you go to Mali, and you go to Mali, and
Niger.
Yeah. Okay, please. I think we should send some youth all over Africa, and they try to do something Traore. I love you, Traore. I like you 100% Traore. But you need to supply the youth all over the corner and they encourage, because other youth here, they are captured.